It all began on a quiet evening near Lake Common on the Isle of Wight. A haunting, siren-like wailing led them into a hidden, swampy meadow. There they discovered something extraordinary. As they crossed a small footbridge, a towering figure, unlike anything they'd ever seen, emerged from underneath them. The figure fumbles with a book, then awkwardly hopped off with both of his knees up high towards a metallic hut. At this point, the children didn't know what to make of what they just saw, so they decided to leave. But just then the figure re-emerged from the hut, this time carrying a microphone, and that's when the wailing sound started again. The figure spoke into the microphone. "Hello, are you still there?" And even though they were still far away, its voice sounded as if it were right next to them. For some reason, the children didn't think that he seemed dangerous at all, so they headed back to meet him. That's when they got their first true look at this figure. He stood nearly 7 feet tall and had no neck, for his head appeared to be wedged straight onto his shoulders. He wore a yellow pointed hat, which interlocked with the red collar of a green tunic. A round black knob was affixed to the top of his hat, and wooden antennae were attached either side. His face had triangular markings for eyes, a brown square of a nose, and motionless yellow lips. Other round markings were on his paper-white cheeks, and a bit of red hair fell onto his forehead. Wooden slats protruded from his sleeves and from below his white trousers. He wrote large words in no particular order in a notebook and pointed to each one as he read out. "Hello, and I am all colors, Sam." They asked him if he was really a man because he was so white. He chuckled and said, "No." They then asked if he was a ghost. He vaguely replied, "Well, not really, but I am in an odd sort of way." He told the children that there were others like him and even drew them a picture of one. He also confided in them that he was terribly afraid of humans. He eventually invited the children into his hut, and they crawled in through a flap. The inside of the hut had 2 floors and plenty of headroom, plain wooden furniture, and a pattern of strange dials all over the papered walls. He then removed his hat to reveal round, white ears and sparse brown hair. And the children were unknowingly about to see his weirdest demonstration yet. He took a berry and placed it in his ear. He thrust his head forward, causing the berry to disappear and then reappear in one of his eyes. He would continue to thrust his head forward until it ended up in his mouth before he ate it. They all talked for a bit longer, and then the children left. And that was the first and last time they would ever see the Sandown clown.